tales of our endeavors proliferate.
Oh, good morning. Sorry I'm a bit late today. Moving a bit slower today than I did yesterday. So, I'm going to be working on something a little different today. I'll be writing on the novel later, but right now I actually need to get some work done, and that work involves writing, so I'm just going to continue working on that. Unfortunately, I'm doing it in Microsoft Word, and OBS doesn't like that. Plus, it's not my material. I'm just working on it for a client, so keeping it small is kind of required. I will be keeping the music playing in the background while we do this, and I'm going to get started so I can get this work done. There we go. Let me move me out of the way again. Oh, just grab me and throw me all over the place. Alright. So, I can talk about the topic. I'm writing about superfoods. Always an exciting thing to write about. It's actually not that bad of a topic. It's one of those. There are definitely more exciting things to write about. But this is what I gotta write about. So, and it's actually more of an exercise on writing content for the web, which I scroll up. You see this image right here. You'll notice that on the left-hand side, you see a heat map, like a blob. It's kind of catty corner left and up in the on the screen. It's kind of showing where eyes tend to land. And you see the middle one kind of looks a little bit like an F. That's a wiki page, so it kind of makes sense that that's how the eyes would go. And then this last one is a full page article that's a little bit wider in text than the first one, and you can see by the time they get about midway through, they're tuning out. So the practice I'm doing is writing so that you put the most important information in the places where people are most likely to look. This raises the question, is this cause or effect? Are the people looking there and so we're putting the data there, or are the people looking there because they know we'll put what they're looking for there? Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference. By the way, I want to say thanks to the people who tossed me a host. That would be JP, DZ Manizi, Ion B, Pixel Sharks, I Kill Omega, and Cellist Mike. Some faithful rehosts. Some of you I know are doing an auto host. Still appreciate it. Alright, so let me get back to writing here. Another thing you have to do is you have to make it quick and snappy. You know, this paragraph right here, most likely going to have to cut that down a little bit. But we'll see. I've introduced the superfoods, given a little overview of why you should care about them, a couple examples of superfoods with some of their benefits, and now I'm talking about the key nutrients in common in superfoods. Like the omega-3s and fiber. Everybody likes some fiber, right? Yeah, we all do. Someone's got to make sure you get your daily download on, right? Okay, that paragraph's okay. It's this one that I'm working on. Plus, I'm also finding links for more information. That's another point of this exercise, is to practice using, creating links, but doing it in a way that's very, I don't want to say correct, it's just that it's more effective and less confusing. So if you're talking about how something reduces cholesterol, if you put the link on cholesterol, someone might think, you potentially think that if they click on that, they're going to go learn about cholesterol. Whereas if you put it on lowering, then they'll know if they click on that, they're going to go look. They're going to go to whatever source you have that's claiming that this stuff does, reduces or lowers cholesterol. So it's little things like that. And this is all for a new job that I have. Or I could be writing content like this. See, I can cut some of these words out. Dead words. That's another thing you're practicing here, is removing dead words. I want to combine these two sentences here. This doctor's recommending beans and salad. And she actually picks, she suggests which beans are preferable when you're doing this. Sorry, just checking on something. Oh, if you guys would like to know the music that's coming, and potentially add some songs to the queue. That's where the music's coming from. There we go. All right, Doctor. No, I'm just gonna say strap. Just as you're saying, avoid can't. I managed to remove some of the dead space there. Honestly, that one, it seems like it, but since it's just replacing the article with dot dot dots, that's one of those changes where I'm not really saving any space. I'm not really sure. Let's see. Let's do a quick comparison. Currently, this is 544 words. The original is 693. So I've managed to cut off 150 words. That's not too shabby. Let's do these last two paragraphs. Calcium. See, so here, okay, so they say here that calcium can help you build strong bones and prevent osteoporosis, and then give you suggestions on where to find it. Pardon me. But they then add another line where there's another benefit of it. So they separated the lines of benefits. So I'm going to slide this puppy up here. And may help with weight loss. Okay, so then now all I'm going to do is go calcium helps with weight loss. Hop over to my handy browser. Where did it go? It's hiding on me. Here we go. I'm going to pull this over here so it's not in the way. Hate for these things to be in the way. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is going into Google and searching for a topic. I'm searching for a study, sorry, not a topic, a study that is reputable. Ah, here we go. Everyone's favorite health study site. The National Library of Medicine. Okay, so now I've got that. It's a good reputable link. So helps build strong bonds, prevents osteoporosis, and may help. So I'm going to do the whole thing and paste that in there. Now I've got a link. Yay! I'm wondering. Let's see what else does. Ooh. Come here, little browser. And this is key. One study says that it helps with weight loss, whereas another study says that it helps prevent regaining weight after successfully losing it. This is why I should say with weight management, because there you're not talking about weight loss specifically and covering both of them, loss and maintenance. Now I can delete that line. See, now here they're giving some recommended dosages. I don't think this information necessarily needs to be in the article, but what I can do is go get some calcium. New daily recommended amounts of calcium. Boom. I mean, so look for it in these and be mindful of dosage, daily dosage. So, and I'll do recommended because it's not just because it's the action word, but it shows that we're focusing on recommendations. Dark chocolate is surprisingly beneficial. Well, I don't think you're going to get much arguments from people on that one. And here I am again with trying to find reputable. I mean, it's not that I have anything against some of these sites, it's just a lot of them are blogs. And blogs tend to be places where people make claims without sourcing them properly. Yeah, this is a good one. Business Insider. It's rather well known. See what else this thing says. They can't help reduce crankiness. They actually say it. They just go out and say it. They can reduce crankiness. Can help lower blood pressure, decrease iron deficiency, and improve. Oops. So I use this one right here. There we go. Don't even need to say that at all. Put this in parentheses. Oh, no, no, no. So good. And a comma should be here. Okay, so save that. Okay, I think for now this is good. So I'm going to minimize that one. Oh, see, look. There's my browser window. Now I'm going to open the next one, which unfortunately means I gotta go into a different browser to log into my training. So I can check to see what's the next one I need to do. In order. Second person pronoun training. There we go. Now let's save as. Put my name on the front of it. Alright. Speed test here. So basically I have 7 sentences that I have to rewrite with the goal of eliminating the use of second person pronouns, and to do so in 10 minutes. So don't necessarily need it to be, let's zoom a little. There we go. That's what I have a German keyboard, so not all of the things, I don't have stickers on them, so when I go to look down at something, some of these I am actually having to think about what the key is, because some of them are not high usage, so you tend to have to think about them a little bit. Now I want to restart the numbering. There we go. So now I can change them with the originals right there. Alright. So I'm going to get this started here in about 10 seconds. So it's right on a minute. And here we go. I think I want to just go straight to this. Exhibit is allows for faster data transition. So I just expanded one. Is a, we'll say, new user-friendly program that allows for faster data transfer. There we go. When you begin the search for a new car, begin to drive right. Begin searching for a new car at drive right. Actually, I'm going to move this focus that in the beginning. Drive right is the place to go to search for a new car. There we go. Much better. It puts the focus of the sentence there. It's a passive, sort of, because it's got the is there, but sometimes it's hard to avoid it, but at least I'm getting rid of the second person pronouns. We've got 8 minutes. Instead of saying use your best judgment, you could say use established guidelines when determining whether or not to capitalize it. Really? Use established guidelines and determine whether or not to capitalize. Person, say a person appreciates simplicity and an aesthetically pleasing design. Love Program X. I've used. See, it doesn't say anything about the first person one, so I'm just gonna have to leave that there. And we have 34, so we've got about 6 minutes. I've used. But consult. With the project manager before. There are a few things you can do to replace second person pronouns in a sentence, one of them being use of the word one. There are a few ways to replace second person pronouns in a sentence, one of them being use of the word one. Never understate the power of your computer, because on that function you can move this side. I read this one before. This sentence is horribly constructed. Here, I'm going to actually do the recommended one, because it'll leave one feeling alone and confused. Never understate the power of a computer malfunction, as it can leave one confused. Not really sure why. Those are the adjectives they chose to go with. So, alright, I did that in just under 6 minutes. I don't like having there we go. So let's save that. And the next one is pitches. Yay. Writing a pitch. Everyone's favorite thing to do. Okay, I'm going to need to sneeze. It's nice when it gives you time to think about it so that you can actually mute the microphone and not sneeze into someone's ear directly. Okay, so now we're on to pitching for clients. There we go. What the heck? This is the wrong one. Get over here. I need to actually get a new keyboard. My spacebar is a little wonky, as I said yesterday, and occasionally some other keys don't. What I mean, I don't remember when I got this keyboard. It's been a couple of years, at least, maybe almost 2.5. No, I don't think it's quite. I don't think it's quite 2 yet. So just almost a couple of years. But man, have I done a lot of typing on it. Not to mention gaming. And we all know when we're playing on the keyboard, we have to hit that space bar to jump. We all hit it really hard. Alright. Oh yes, the pitch. That sounds like... That's basically the same. This is the pitch for the article I was working on earlier. Alright, so... Please read the following client order and create the requested pitches. 2 of them. Submit your pitches to editing. Blah, blah, blah. Please create 2 pitches for our client ABC Mouse. They have an address, doesn't have any stipulations about blog topics, but the pitches should resonate with their audience. So let's go see what we're dealing with here in terms of an audience. That's what I thought. So we are going to be targeting teachers and parents. Teachers and parents. Mostly teachers, it looks like. But I mean, in places like where I live, homeschooling is huge. So, yeah, see, there's a mother. And for young kids, you don't even necessarily be homeschoolers, young kids also. I think at one point my daughter used some of their software. Let's look at the Media Center. Press releases. And not so much what I'm looking for there. That's good. Of course, you can just jump to the bottom. Let's look at the newsletter and see what else they've been writing. Here we go. So I'm thinking going for newsletters would be the better idea instead of necessarily. I mean, they're looking at it as a blog post, but I think since they don't actually have a blog on the site, that they actually are thinking more about the newsletter. So if I write something that can function for both, phonics webinar. So I think I should go this is newsletter. Yeah, I could do it. On tech. I could orphonics, yeah. And it could be, these seem to be mostly interviews. All of them are. I tend to just use interviews there. Let's go look at one press release just to see. Screenshots, lifestyle, testimonials, sound bites, press releases. Let's see what this is. See, this thing, these are written for other people. These are written by other people, so they're not written by. But it's all on the Age Learning site. So this is another option here. They're right, they didn't give much in terms of guidelines on this. And what's the last one I'm supposed to do? PR web press release, so probably want to go more for the interview than the press release because I'm just about to do that in the next one. Let's see what that one is like real quick. Go ahead and save it. Save. Alright, let's get a gander at this thing. See what we're dealing with here. Components of a PR web press release. It should be short and simple. Yeah, I got that. I want to read the. I've already read all this. It's just one of the ones that's loaded with. Time to create your own. Please read the following example and create an original press release. This must contain all these components. Client would like to order a 300-word press release in this format. She would like to highlight the restaurant's current menu and possibly a few martinis. She would like restaurants Meredi, Dagmar, Snowadzzi listed as the contact person. Any quote should be attributed to owners David or Julie. And let's take a gander. The website. It's a posh bar. They definitely highlight some of the martinis. El Jefe. The Edelweiss. Ah, you misspelled Edelweiss. Okay, see, people. Didn't you already play this one? You're not supposed to play them more than once in a 60 minutes. Okay, so everybody paying attention. This is not how you spell Edelweiss. Take that second E out. Other than that, I mean, it's a nice list for me to use. The sugar daddy. See, the names lend it more of a fun atmosphere, but Let's see what their lunch menu looks like. And this is not a cheap place. Let's see what dinner looks like. I mean, it's not, we're not talking high end here, but this is not your average. Then again, it is New York City. I've never lived in New York City. I'm told it's expensive. So that'll be a handy page to have open. That. So I've got what I need from that. Okay, so we are at about 50 minutes in. I know I started 10 minutes, so about 40 minutes in, but I need to take a break to go plan some stuff for the day, so this is as good a place to stop as any. Thanks for keeping me on task, peoples. Yeah, move me back in the middle. Alright, so the schedule has a creative stream listed for later today. I'm going to be continuing a cross-stitching project I'm working on. That one should happen. Don't see anything necessarily preventing that one. And then this evening I've got some retro fun. I'm probably going to be continuing my playthrough of either I could finally finish the Sword of Vermilion playthrough, but I'm also playing Final Fantasy 3, so that's another possibility. So maybe we'll see you later. Definitely be on for the creative stream for sure. The game one is to be determined because I'm not sure. Tuesdays usually my wife is out, which is why I scheduled something for them, but we'll see if she actually decides to go. They may not actually be holding the thing this week. Alright, so see you later.